On this video, we're talking about the cinematic lighting checklist, and that starts right now. Hey guys, Ryan here, and thank you so much for joining me today. This channel is all about learning and growing as a filmmaker, so please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's become better filmmakers together. And if you're interested in exclusive perks and more behind the scenes content, just click the join button on the channel header above to find out how you can become a member. Okay, one of the most important aspects of filmmaking along with audio, composition, and camera movement is, of course, lighting. How you approach lighting in your work can make a huge difference in the overall mood, how professional your work looks to others, increasing the production value of your work, and making you stand out amongst other filmmakers. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 of the most important things that you can do when lighting a scene in your film, and they are just a small part of my free cinematic lighting checklist. And be sure to stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can download my free cinematic lighting checklist all for yourself. It's a really handy guide that you can take with you anywhere, have it with you on set, and it will help take your lighting to the next level. So let's get started with tip number 1. One of the first things I do when I'm going to light a new scene is to look at the space I'm in and find out where the available and natural light is already coming from. If I'm outside, of course that's going to be the sun or the moon or maybe a street lamp. If I'm inside, that could be windows or practical lights, which we will touch on later, which are lights that viewers will actually see in the image like table lamps, candles, TV or computer screens. Take stock of the scene and the lights that are already available and try lighting the scene and build your image from there. One step I always try to follow when it comes to large light sources like the sun or a large window is that I will always place my subject in front of these large light sources and my camera on the opposite side of my subject. And then I start adding lights from there if I need them. So basically we will be shooting into the darker side of our subject, or shooting shadow side as I like to call it, which brings us to our next tip. This next tip goes by many names: shooting shadow side, negative fill side, or dark side. But all of them mean the same thing, and that is to shoot opposite of the side that your key light is placed on. When filming your subject, have your camera pointed to the side of your subject that isn't illuminated by your key light. This is going to give your image a much more dramatic and moody look. This will also give your image more depth, and it can be as subtle as you need it to be, depending on the look you're going for. Now this goes for any type of lighting situation and touches back on the first tip about available light. No matter if you're filming with a full light kit or if you're filming outside and your only available light is the sun, put your camera on the opposite side of your key light, and it should dramatically improve your image with minimal work. Motivated lighting is a pretty simple tip that can go a long way in improving your images. What motivated lighting basically is showing your audience a reason for the lighting that appears in the scene. If your subject is lit with a warm light coming from their right or left side, place a practical light somewhere in the scene on the same side that will stand in as the source of that light. It doesn't have to make total sense, but subconsciously, if your audience sees a fireplace or a lamp in the background of a scene that corresponds to the light that is lighting your subject, the image will make a lot more sense to them. Alternatively, if you have a light source in your scene like a lamp or a fireplace that should be emitting a warm light on your subject, but you have your subject lit with a cool temperature light, it won't make any sense to your audience subconsciously. Make sure that the lighting in your scene makes sense on a basic level, and that any lighting in your scene has a reason for existing. That is motivated lighting. One step that a lot of new filmmakers overlook is lighting the background of an image. Once you have your subject lit, throw some lights at the background to help bring a little more life into the image. Place a practical in the scene to add some motivated lighting, which we touched on earlier, or cast some lights at a wall or bounce lights off a wall or ceiling. Lighting your background helps add depth to the image, and it makes the scene feel more believable. It also helps your subject stand out from the background and not just fade into the darkness. Practical lighting is something I mentioned earlier, and practical lights are basically light sources that can be seen in the image you are filming. Things like table lamps, lit candles, computer or TV screens, and even things like flashlights or car headlights. Practical lights are usually used for motivated light, which we spoke of earlier, creating depth in the background, and in the case of things like flashlights or car headlights, they can be used as a narrative storytelling tool as well. Don't forget the importance of practical lighting in your scene. And there you have it, guys. Those are just a few of the tips and techniques that are featured in my cinematic lighting checklist that you can go download for free right now using the link in the description below. Just head over to the online store, download it, and it's all yours. This checklist features a ton of information to keep in mind the next time you're going to light a scene for your film. It features tips, techniques, key terms, and more. Just bring it with you on set, and I guarantee it will help you get better results. Question of the day: what is the first thing you do when you're preparing to light a scene for your film? Let us know in the comments below. Big thanks to this month's channel members, and a special big thanks to our newest channel member, Alex Maddox. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. If you want to join them and find out how you can become a channel member, just click the join button on the channel header above. Thank you so much for watching the video this long. I really appreciate it. And if you would, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so it can be seen by more people. Thank you for coming along on this filmmaking journey with me. I am Ryan, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.